Huntsville never sleeps. Just when it seems the drama has finally cooled off, the city lights up again with whispers, receipts, and revenge. This time, it isn't about cheating scandals or screaming matches. It's about reputation, power, and the price of silence. Destiny Payton thought she was stepping into her comeback era with the launch of her foundation, ready to turn pain into purpose and prove the world wrong. But the applause didn't last long. Suddenly, her name was tangled in questions about registration, donations, and authenticity. While Destiny tried to stay calm, the Scotts were out celebrating their empire's expansion. And Melody Sherry was busy dropping cryptic truths on Instagram Live that made everyone question who was really being exposed. It's no longer just about love and marriage. It's about influence, image, and survival. In Huntsville, alliances shift faster than rumors spread, and one wrong move can turn applause into accusation. Every smile hides a motive, every post hides a message, and every win comes with a warning. Because here, you're either controlling the narrative or watching it destroy you. Destiny, Payton walked into the spotlight determined to reclaim her name, her peace, and her place in Huntsville's narrative. After years of being misunderstood, judged, and dragged through public battles, she wanted to prove that she was more than gossip fodder. Her foundation launch was supposed to be that moment, the rebirth of Destiny Payton. Dressed with confidence and speaking with purpose, she stood before cameras with a smile that said she was finally taking control of her story. The community's response was immediate, supportive, even emotional. People were touched by her decision to turn personal pain into something positive, something that could make a difference. But in Huntsville, good intentions rarely go untested. Within weeks, the same people who were praising her began to whisper. They wanted receipts, paperwork, proof that the foundation was registered and legitimate. Social media turned into a battlefield, with blogs and fans dissecting every move Destiny made. Her silence, which she thought would protect her peace, only fueled suspicion. Every unanswered question became a headline. Every missing document became a theory. And suddenly, her comeback story looked more like another controversy. While Destiny tried to stay calm and composed, the Scotts were living their best lives, throwing events, promoting their new business ventures, and showcasing their success as if nothing could touch them. The timing couldn't have been worse. Fans started comparing the two situations, Destiny struggling to clear her name while the Scotts expanded their brand like Huntsville royalty. The contrast was too sharp to ignore. Some said the Scotts were strategic, using their spotlight to distract from Destiny's growing troubles. Others believed it was just business as usual. But the truth was more complex. In this town, reputation is currency, and everyone is trying to secure their bag and their image before the next storm hits. Destiny's emotional silence, the Scotts' confident smiles, and Melody Sherry's mysterious calm created a perfect storm of speculation. Melody hadn't spoken directly about Destiny, but her energy online said enough. A few cryptic posts about truth, betrayal, and self-worth had fans connecting dots faster than the cast could deny them. And while Destiny tried to rebuild quietly, the noise around her only grew louder. Her foundation, once a symbol of redemption, now stood as a test of resilience. In a city where perception is everything, she was fighting to prove that she was still standing, still strong, and still in control. But Huntsville doesn't forgive easily, and Destiny was learning that when you're trying to rise, someone's always waiting to pull you back down. While Destiny battled whispers about her foundation, the Scotts were busy putting on a masterclass in image control. LaTisha and Marceau Scott had turned their brand into a well-oiled machine, shining brighter every time the city fell into chaos. From ribbon cuttings to televised dinners, their smiles looked flawless, their business moves strategic, and their marriage unshakable, at least on camera. Behind that success, though, fans started to notice something deeper. Every time someone else's name hit the blogs, the Scotts conveniently had a new project or public appearance. It was almost as if they had mastered the art of distraction. People began to wonder if Huntsville's power couple was quietly playing chess while everyone else played checkers. Still, LaTisha's confidence was undeniable. She carried herself like a woman who had survived enough rumors to know how to manipulate them to her advantage. But the internet never forgets. Old drama started resurfacing, and fans began questioning if her glow-up came at someone else's expense. Meanwhile, Marceau stayed focused on expansion, business deals, and public appearances that made him look like the city's golden man. Together, they gave Huntsville what it loves most, a picture-perfect story to admire and a reason to gossip. Yet beneath that perfection, cracks were beginning to show. The Scotts' rise wasn't just about ambition. It was about dominance. They weren't just building businesses. They were securing control over Huntsville's narrative. Destiny's controversy unintentionally gave them an opportunity to reinforce their brand, to look unbothered and unstoppable, while others scrambled to defend themselves. And just when it seemed like the tension between them and Destiny couldn't get any more obvious, Melody Sherry's calm, calculated energy re-entered the scene. With her subtle social media posts and quiet confidence, she didn't need to name anyone. Her aura spoke for itself. It was clear she wasn't here to play nice or play small. She was reclaiming her crown in her own way. In Huntsville, silence speaks louder than statements, and Melody had mastered that language perfectly. Melody Sherry had mastered the art of subtle dominance. She didn't need to shout, argue, or post long explanations to make her presence felt. One cryptic quote, one calm smile, and the entire internet started connecting dots that she never had to confirm or deny. While Destiny tried to salvage her foundation's reputation, and the Scotts paraded their success, Melody was playing an entirely different game, one built on patience, timing, and quiet power. Her fans called it grace. Her critics called it manipulation. Either way, Melody knew the truth. In Huntsville, power doesn't always come from speaking. It comes from being watched. Every move she made, every post she shared, reminded people that she was still the centerpiece of this story. Her silence wasn't weakness, it was control. But behind the scenes, the tension was suffocating. Old wounds hadn't healed, new rivalries were forming, and every alliance seemed temporary. The city's energy had shifted from love and marriage to business and survival. Everyone was chasing visibility, influence, and validation. Destiny was fighting for redemption. The Scotts were protecting their empire, and Melody was securing her legacy. It wasn't just reality TV anymore. It was a battlefield of brands, reputations, and egos. And as the season unfolded, one thing became clear. In Huntsville, truth doesn't matter as much as perception. One viral clip, one rumor, or one strategic silence could change everything overnight. Melody had learned how to master that game, but the others were still struggling to catch up. The storm that began with friendships and love stories had evolved into something far more dangerous. A war for power, relevance, and survival in a city that never forgives and never forgets. As the dust begins to settle, the battle lines in Huntsville are clearer than ever. Destiny stands at a crossroads, caught between the woman she wants to be and the one the world insists on defining. The Scotts continue their reign, smiling for the cameras while quietly reinforcing their influence behind closed doors. And Melody, the woman everyone once underestimated, remains untouchable, her silence now louder than every confession that came before. What started as reality TV has become a mirror of ambition, pride, and consequence. Every handshake hides a rivalry, every celebration masks resentment, and every public apology comes with a hidden agenda. The city's charm has turned into its curse, where loyalty shifts like the wind, and forgiveness is a luxury no one can afford. As new opportunities rise and old secrets threaten to resurface, the question isn't who's telling the truth anymore, it's who's telling the better story. Because in Huntsville, the narrative is power, and the person who controls it controls everything. And right now, everyone's fighting to be the last one standing when the cameras stop rolling. Subscribe now to The Hype Spill for more exclusive deep dives into the drama, power, and hidden truths that keep Huntsville burning. Hidden truths that keep Huntsville burning.